So I was asked to respond to this from somebody, and somebody else wants me to go after, what's his name, Noel Plum, the person who I know quite well, created an account just so he could comment on my videos. So I was kind of pissed at him. Like, it's gonna look like I invented another channel just to irritating. All right, here it goes. Let me turn it up first.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
It's the same as it feels to be the same sex as Fidel Castro or Barack Obama or anybody. I mean, how does it feel to be the same sex as the Manson women, right?
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
Everybody likes The Notebook.
Feel like I need to hate rom-coms? I don't watch rom-coms. There are some romantic comedies, like, what was that? The 10 Things I Hate About You. I like that. So don't assume for me. Don't tell me what I like. You know, are you me? Do you know what I like? You don't.
Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
Nope. Never talked about a girl's boobs unless I was talking with a girl about another girl's boobs because she brought it up. Haven't done that since junior high, so you're off by like 20 years. No, we don't do that.
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably fun.
I don't. And I'm not surprised when women are funny. But you, this lady, I don't think you're funny because you're trying to say you're funny. Caitlin Olsen is funny. You're not.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out.
I don't. That's odd.
10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulated.
By who? You're seen as a scumbag. I'm probably a little older than this girl here, but if I were to say I slept with 50 girls, people would look at me like I'm disgusting. Maybe if you're part of the shitty clubber crowd, like not even clubs, like the douchebag crowd, that's cool. But the same goes for women who sleep around and are in that scene. But none of the guys that I've been with, again, unless this is a junior high kid talking or a high schooler who's lying about how much sex they've had.
Why do you
Sorry, back up there, so.
They're congratulated.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
In what world does no mean yes?
I don't consider girls, a tease if they don't sleep with me on the first 3 dates. I've dated girls, haven't slept with them for like the first 6 weeks. Am I a loser for that? And I've slept with girls who I had just met, and I actually liked them because they didn't play games. Again, this only applies to douchebaggery. And no means yes. Girl actually got irritated because she said no and I didn't want to do anything because it just kind of like, I don't like that faux rape thing, but there's a surprisingly amount of girls that like faux rape, so shut your mouth.
No means no.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Because you're very angry when you're saying that, looking at us right now.
And justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Who says that? Who says men just can't control themselves? How many men would get, who are masculine, who are not feminists, who would actually get in a fight with a man for doing that to a woman? Where do you live? Do you live around like the douchebag guys who are only, like, basically the guys you see at Knights of the Roxbury, or guys who are only like, it's only that age from 21 to 22 when you're going to clubs and trying to pull that thing? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Why would you ever send...
Okay, this is the creepiest thing. If I'm nice to a girl, there's a lot of girls that think I want to sleep with them instead of, oh, he's just being nice. Plenty of guys this has happened to. So the problem is with you. Why do you think that I would want to sleep with you just because I'm nice to you? I mean, that's exposing more about these women than it is anything.
An unsolicited dick pic.
Why do you feel like
Again, no guy ever sends an unsolicited dick pic. Ever. The only people who do are the scum of the earth. That's like saying, why do you rape children? Why did you join the Aryan Brotherhood? You know, why did you, why are you a member of the Nazi Party? Well, no, the only people who do those three things are evil, crazy douchebags.
it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women?
Again, do this around men. A man does this around other men, and he will be on the floor picking himself up.
But when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point?
What? What the hell are people talking about? Interrupt you when you're making a point? People talk over each other all the time. It has nothing to do with your gender.
During a meeting.
Why do you have to sit with your
How
legs?
does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my...
All right, let me field this one. Usually men don't sit with their legs wide open. It's not that comfortable. If they do, they're either drunk or extremely tired or trying to look like thuggish. Like you see a bunch of inner city dudes trying to pull that shit. Regular guys don't do that. Not to mention we're built differently. Women have wider hips and can actually put their one knee over the other and then wrap their foot around their leg. Men can't do this. Usually men sit with a heel up on one leg, on one knee. Not to mention your boobs aren't in between your legs. If guys' balls were on their chests, that's crazy. They wouldn't. It's so stupid.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Because you're physically weaker. Look at all the Olympics. You're physically weaker. Sorry.
Even though we literally birth you, like water.
Yeah, and that's because females are designed for that, right? Nobody's saying childbirth is a walk in the park, but that has nothing to do with how much you can lift, how fast you can run. None of that.
Melons through like this.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
Why are you always...
Show our emotions, because women don't like us showing our emotions.
trying to prove your masculinity to me?
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get
It's fucking scummy and trashy. It's trashy. Just like sleeping with all those people. It's scummy. It's not polite. And people will think you're low class if you're swearing all the time.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated?
When? When have I ever doubted a woman who's been sexually violated? When has any man I ever known doubted a woman who's been sexually violated? I can't think of a single one. Actually, most guys are ready to fight or beat up the guy who a woman says, oh, he raped me or he did this to me. So this is bullshit.
Or raped?
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Why do you think...
I don't. I never know when a girl's on her period. It's a mystery to me, as it is for the vast majority of guys.
women that wear makeup are false advertising? We could say the same thing
Nobody thinks that. Nobody says that.
about your dick size. Why is it...
How? How many guys, stuff their pants full of socks or something? I've never known a man to do that. What do you can't? No, you can't. You actually do put paint on your face. We don't. And guys don't complain about women wearing makeup.
Isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Do you have a coochie?
What? What can you can't do with your body? What legislation? Tell me about it. What is it? Doesn't exist. Oh, if you want to say abortion, you mean kill a child just before it's born, like partial birth abortion, when it's being born, murder the child. It's not a woman's issue, it's actually a human issue. Yeah, women are the ones that carry it, but that's also a man's child, and that's also a separate human life. It's pretty arbitrary that we say, oh, right before you cut the umbilical cord, you can still kill it and it's not murder. Because as far as we know, they dream, they eat, their eyes move, they actually cry and make noises in the womb, and babies are viable outside the womb months before birth is given to them. Look, check out premature children.
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
I'm going to use a show and head reference. Here, oh, I love chocolate. Here's one chocolate bar. Awesome. Here's 2 chocolate bars. Even better. So we're attracted to women. The more women, the better.
Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
Who tries to be manly all the time? What do you mean? Do you ever get tired of trying to make a good impression on people? What do you mean manly? Ridiculous.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Why do I deserve to be paid
Afraid of gender equality. What guy is afraid of gender equality? Doesn't make sense.
less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal $1?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
How is that fair?
Why are you intimidated
Why are there 2 different sums of money you're talking about?
by a woman who makes more money than you?
Why do you think I'd be intimidated by a woman who makes more money than me? I don't. I know plenty of women who make way more money than me. Not intimidated by them.
That's awesome. More money.
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When
Why don't you say that of men? Great, more money. Opinionated women seen as bitches? They're not.
opinionated men are seen as bosses.
Why aren't you
No, they're seen as dicks.
speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Why are you
How do you know that happens? When does that ever happen? I've never been in a situation where that happens. How do you know this happens if they're behind closed doors and there's only men around? These women think that rom-coms are real. They think that movies are real because that's the only place any of this shit ever happens.
so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
Working 80 hours a week, trying to support my family, crappy car, freezing weather, and everybody on here makes more than me. What privilege, you jackass. Yeah, so that's it. These women in this thing have seen movies and then think that's real life because nothing they mention actually happens in real life.